fighting out of San Jose, California, Cain Velasquez! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is George Ortiz.
George Ortiz, our referee. Heavyweight fight tonight, the beautiful Edith. Set to get us started here. This fight will tell us a lot about the continuing growth of this man, Cain Velasquez. He is taking on a very dangerous striker in Dennis Stojnic. Our fight clock brought to you by New Line Cinemas. Friday the 13th in theaters everywhere, February 13th.
Nice jab by Stojnic, good leg kick by Cain Velasquez.
That's a big, strong, heavy hitting, you know, kind of, oh man, swinging for the fences kind of fighter in Dennis Stojnic. Velasquez, of course, very, very dominant with his wrestling game, two-time All-American from Arizona State.
With his wrestling game and with his striking game, he's a very well-rounded fighter. I mean, I can't remember the last time a guy was so hyped by insiders. So many people that have trained with this guy talk about him like he's the next great thing. And you heard about it in the thing. I mean, in the pre-fight, I mean, he wants people to know he is the next big thing in this division. It's very important to him.
He is very proud of his warrior spirit of the Mexican fighter. Two-time Pac-10 champion, Pac-10 Wrestler of the Year, won 21 straight as a senior.
Nice knees to the legs. You see how he's driving those knees down?
Bringing it around to the side, yep.
Perfect technique. Head kick.
And again, caught him that time. Head movement, that's what the corner's yelling. Dave Camarillo and company in the corner, Cain Velasquez with the American Kickbox Academy team. 4-0 with a huge bit of potential.
He's got that Muay Thai clinch. He's throwing some high knees with the right hand there.
And again,
Stojnic is in trouble.
Absolutely. Cain Velasquez staying in control too, Joe. Those are some heavy legs. Out striking the striker here in round one. Continuing to punish. Knees again.
Stojnic is trying to block these with his elbows, but there's some power getting through there.
And he catches a right hand. Now Stojnic.
And Cain's not letting him rest. See how Stojnic tries to clinch, and Cain immediately tries to throw him to the ground when he does that. He's making him work.
Stojnic's father, a black belt in karate, four-time Olympian bobsledder for Yugoslavia. A black belt in sambo with some great training partners in Semi Schilt and Alistair Overeem, but so far being outstruck by the All-American.
Stojnic just called him in, just, you know, motioned for Velasquez to come in, and Velasquez is happily obliging him.
Good elbow.
Stojnic with a big punch.
Stojnic has been in battles before. 12-1 in his mixed martial arts career. And answers with his own kick. Stojnic got caught. Man, he is, I like how he whipped the leg around there, Joe. Look at that, look at the whip, and then coming down hard.
Excellent technique. And that's the thing about Cain Velasquez. Everything he does correctly. He's a tireless worker in the gym.
I mean, look at that, combination, knee, knee. And he'll probably exit with a strike. 90 seconds remains in round one. Working those knees from the side again.
Mix it up. Hands and the kicking and knees. Let's go.
When they bring the knees from the side, Joe, it's almost like a shorter version of that kick to the thigh. And there he sets it up. 1-2 in the kick.
And he works the inside of it as well.
Man, I like his striking game. I like the versatility.
Good right hand. Stojnic is in trouble.
1 minute remains. If Stojnic makes it.
Stojnic is tough. I mean, he's hanging in there.
Whoa, swing and a miss. Stojnic trying to use some head movement here.
Stojnic is still dangerous, but he's very one-dimensional. Velasquez is just devastating that left leg of his.
Man, I like how he pulls on the head, brings him in, and still fires the leg. Cain Velasquez, all of his wins by TKO, all wins in the first round. I guess this is the first time showing his career he's gone past the 4-minute mark. And that's only because Denis Stojnic is a tough, tough dude. He may go to the second round for the first time in his career, but it's not without a dominant performance in the first 5 minutes. Ever evolving.
Dominant first round for Cain Velasquez, and here you see the relentless assault. Right hand had Stojnic in big trouble, and here's a nice kick to the head, blocked by Stojnic, but Velasquez all over him. Vicious leg kicks, great punches, just outstanding first round for Cain.
The corner of Stojnic said, don't go for the knockout punch. Play a little bit. Try to set up some combinations. He is a very versatile striker, but Velasquez just continues to assault the body. Looks for the teeth. Don't forget Season 2, the premiere of DEA this Tuesday, February 10th. 10 in the East and the West, only on Spike. Nice. It's going to be more episodes, more action than ever before, like we're seeing here from Velasquez.
Stojnic is just way too predictable for Cain Velasquez. He's trying for a guillotine here, but Velasquez is basically out of it.
See if Cain just tries to finish it here with some ground and pound, or if he gets back up on the feet. It's so, Joe, there's so many critics in the world, and everybody seems to find a weakness to everybody. If it's their game, when you look around and you read things about Cain Velasquez, you don't find many, if anything, said negatively about the talent and the potential of this 26-year-old.
I talked to Phil Baroni about him, and Phil says, I don't give credit to anybody. He goes, but this guy is a monster. He said he out-cardios everybody, including lighter guys like Josh Koscheck. They send fresh fighters in for him every round, and he beats them all up. He's just a machine. They have to kick him out of the gym. He's dedicated, and this is all he wants to do. He wants to be the UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
Well, he's very close to disposing of tonight's challenge.
He needs some more fights like this so we can really get a good look at him.
He's got Stojnic bloodied up, Joe.
And he needs to step up the level of talent that he faces so we can see what he does against some of the upper echelon fighters in this division, because he's just been completely dominant in every fight we've seen him so far.
Velasquez, hammer fist.
You gotta work, Dennis. Strike, strike, strike. Put him away.
Put him away.
Dennis, you gotta work. Hard.
This one very close to being stopped.
You gotta work, Dennis. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. That's it, go.
Stojnic is just taking a beating here.
Find your shot. Pick your shot.
Well, we had no doubt about his toughness coming in. Fighting out of Holland and the Netherlands.
That's it.
And it is all over.
You all right? You got too long. You okay? No, that's it. The fight's over.
Fight's over.
Fight's over.
Cain Velasquez, the victor. Stojnic, as the referee said, George Ortiz, pardon me, said, you just took too long to intelligently defend yourself, Joe.
Yeah, that's a tough call by the referee, but it didn't look like Stojnic was going to get out of that. It seemed like it was going to be more of the same over and over again. You see Cain Velasquez just completely controlling him, got an arm around the waist, landing hammer fists, and Stojnic just doing nothing to defend himself.
Fight replay brought to you by Street Fighter 4.
It was an outstanding performance, but it wasn't an exciting, dominant finish. And it was dominant, but it wasn't anything spectacular. And you could see the look of disappointment on Cain Velasquez's face because of that. He wanted to really put on a show.
Great night inside the USF Sundome. First time the Octagon has made it to the Gulf Coast. Beautiful Tampa, Florida. They had the Super Bowl last weekend and the Super Bowl of mixed martial arts this weekend, and a super performance by that man, Cain Velasquez, with the official decision. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee George Ortiz has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 34 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by TKO, Cain Velasquez. Velasquez.
2:34 of the second round. Impressive again. Here's Joe.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Cain Velasquez. First of all, Cain, congratulations. Another dominant performance, 3 in a row in the UFC. There's a lot of hype behind you. A lot of people talk about you like you are the next big thing in the heavyweight division. Does that put any additional pressure on you?
That doesn't. I just have to come in here, do my job. Today I felt like I wasn't so relaxed, so I'm sorry for that. I could have finished them a lot better. I didn't, so I just gotta learn how to relax out here. That's why I need more ring time.
You seemed a little disappointed at the end, even though you completely dominated. Was it just because it wasn't an exciting finish, because you felt like the finish was a little lackluster?
I think that's what it was. I just wasn't relaxed. I wasn't throwing more than 2 punches when I was on my feet. But so I think Team AKA, Dwayne Zinkins Entertainment, my family, and my girlfriend, we're gonna have a baby pretty soon. I love you, Michelle.
All right, well, congratulations. Now, when you look at the future in the heavyweight division and your place in it, what would you like to do next? What level of challenger would you like to face next?
Whatever the UFC gives me, I got to go back to the gym, start training harder again, and just get that relaxed, that composure in here. And I swear next time you see a lot better showing.
Okay, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you again. Cain Velasquez, ladies and gentlemen.
Interesting tonight. Joe and I are seeing some pretty good fights, and these guys are pretty hard on themselves, which means we could be seeing future